yoga is philosophy, and it's a living philosophy. It's something which is subject to growth, understanding, and realization. So the realization comes only when you start to practice. If you don't practice, then how to realize? And after we practice, we realize. After we realize, is this the truth? Not sure yet. We have to continue. So after I practice, I realize something. I feel so convinced, but it may be another illusion. You understand? So I go deeper and deeper. A little bit of clarification here. The clarification is that it's a very beautiful explanation about the process of how to attain the state of Atman or the source. Let's say after I practice asanas, and then I relax for a while, and then I sit down. I sit, and then I want to do meditation. So I sit and do meditation. It starts from the body, isn't it? It starts from the body, then I feel the body, but the body feels comfortable because I practice the asanas. It feels comfortable, I sit. Then as I sit, I have a feeling that the body is becoming steady and centered. As it's becoming steady and centered, the withdrawal starts. I'm switching off. I close my eyes, and then slowly my sense of hearing drops, sense of smell, touch, taste, all starts to withdraw. Pratyahara. Then as pratyahara becomes deeper, then I want to practice pranayama. Right? So from the physical body, I am feeling the connection with the senses. I withdraw the senses, but still the physical body is felt. Then I do the pranayama. When I do the pranayama, I start feeling energy. I start feeling a source of energy which makes my body be able to sit without effort. So from the annamaya, from the physical body, the presence of the physical body can be felt after the practice. If I don't practice, I don't even feel my physical body. I'm just aware of the world, isn't it? I'm just, my senses are extroverting. I think about this, I see this person, I see this thing, I hear this news, all the time reacting. It's outside. There's no pratyahara, there's no awareness of myself. Other people will know, hey, you are like this, you're speaking like that, you're behaving like that. You say, is it so? If somebody is very honest giving you a feedback, you are shocked because you never realize you are like that. But others can see. Well, how come I cannot see myself? This is called ignorance. So the concept of annamaya kosha comes after the practice, after prayer, after some form of understanding. So you sit down and you realize, okay, this is how my personality is. My behavior is. I start to understand when I am able to withdraw the senses. If I don't withdraw the senses, everybody else will know who you are except yourself. And they will talk about you. They will talk in the office, say, oh, she, you know her? Who? The one always angry. Oh, okay. But you don't know. Oh, that one, yeah, always very moody. You understand? But you yourself don't know how come, but others know. They categorize you. How to understand what this is? By withdrawal. So in yoga, after you practice, you withdraw, pratyahara, and then what else is there in the body? Is it only this physical body? Then I start practicing the bastrika, the deep breathing. Then I understand that there is a kind of a flow in the body. There's some kind of heat, a very pleasant heat in the body. And even if the breath stops, kind of like stops, but how come the breath has stopped? I'm doing the bandhas, the breath has stopped, but I am still able to live. I'm still able to feel this existence. In fact, much more deeper than before. Before means the senses are all externalized, right? Now, without the functionality of the senses, I'm able to feel much more deeper. This is called the pranamaya kosha. You are able to feel the presence of energy. You don't even have to sit up straight. The body becomes lifted up and feels absolutely light because you have touched base with the prana or the chi or the life force. After I have touched base with the life force, the body is steady, the life force is being made aware of, then I start seeing the mind. Only when the body is steady and the energy is supporting this steadiness, I'm able to objectively observe the thought patterns. These are the thoughts that are permeating in my mind. Not only those which are on the conscious level, but I'm able to see even on the subconscious. I'm able to see what is the subterranean. The ones which you only see when you dream, when you sleep. But you're also able to see, oh, these are the phobias, these are the neuroses, these are the issues which I have not been able to dissolve and which has been with me for 20, 50, 30 years it has been with me. No wonder these are the thoughts that never had me an opportunity to move to a new feeling. So all of those things which are at the background starts to come up and you see them. You see in clarity. You don't judge, you don't reject, you don't embrace, you understand, you see, and you come to the manomaya kosha. The mental plane. This is actually the intellectual or the mental plane, which is made up of memories of the past, or the projection into the future, or some of the fears that one may have, or the phobias, or some of these illusions which we may have, which we are unable to penetrate. Manomaya kosha, seeing this, seeing. And then after you are seeing all these thoughts and processes and memories, since you're not attached to them, you don't reject them, eventually you gain understanding, isn't it? You gain understanding of how I am, what my mind is thinking, what my conditionings are, how I was brainwashed, how this kind of fanatism and these thought patterns are there. And then you slowly, when they are not able to interest you, they're not able to influence you, what will happen? They will dissolve. Now, because you have already understood, isn't it? So they will start to dissolve. When the thoughts are dissolving, as you sit there, as they are dissolving, then you come to an intuitive state. Intuitive state. That means it is known as instinct. Instinct. Refined state is intuition. You just know. You don't know how you know. You have not studied that particular subject matter. You have never been exposed to that subject. But when you are communicating with the person, in this intuitive state, you just know. You don't know where the source came from, but you just know. But I'll tell you where the source came from. As what Joey pointed out, it comes from the source. So when the mind is dissolved of its distractions and dissipations and misunderstandings, when it is quiet and silent, it becomes very powerful and becomes receptive and a reflector to truth. So the intuition is called vijnanamaya. The manomaya kosha is still in the intellectual. Whatever the mind is thinking is intellectual. When there are no more speculations, you come to vijnanamaya, intuitive state. The more intuitive we are, we know exactly what asanas to practice. We know exactly what to eat, how much to sleep, what to interact with. Everything just intuitively comes, and you start to change even without coming to class, without reading a book, without going and attending some kind of sermons, because you are able to reflect the truth from inside. Where all the founders of religions and spiritual pathways, where they got the knowledge, it actually came from inside. It came from inside. When the mind was very quiet, it came from inside. But at that time, thousands of years ago, the people were very primitive. They will not understand if I say that it came from inside. So I have to say it came from the angels, it came from God, it came from here, it came from there. Then they understand. Because they don't believe me. They won't believe if I say it came from me. So I have to say it came from God, it came from the angels. Then they believe, oh okay, it came from something more superior. then you are the son of God, but you're not God. So you came from there. But actually where it came from? It came from the source. Now intuitively I'm learning and I'm understanding. As I understand from an intuitive state, it feels so complete. What happens then? You feel blissful, isn't it? You feel so much of bliss coming from inside. This bliss never can be compared even with the physical objects. The objects of your senses cannot compare with this bliss that is emanating from inside. This is where we come to the bliss body. As you are feeling the bliss, as you are experiencing the bliss, suddenly the mind turns deeper inside. It turns deep inside. You transcend even bliss. You transcend even bliss. You come to a feeling where you feel you are the universe. It's beyond bliss. Because bliss still will have an opposite. Right? It transcends every known feeling, emotion, states, and whatever that the mind can imagine goes beyond, and it is a state. That state is Atma. It is not void, it is not emptiness. When you feel the Atma, you don't feel empty, you feel complete. It is not empty, it is not nothingness, it is not sunya. In Sanskrit they call it purna. That when you experience that state beyond the bliss, you feel so full and complete and completely aware, as though you are the universe and the universe is part of you.